Okay, so I'm not honestly that great with backgrounds, but I said that I would come back and try to do a background for this particular work. And so what I have is a Gelato. It's Mr. Penn Sleek Gel Crayon. And then I have this painting tool, and I have dipped it and sort of practiced on a different piece of paper. So I hope I don't ruin this right now, but like I said, no artwork is really ruined if you had a wonderful time in creating it. So I'm gonna rub back and forth like this, and it does have water on it. You don't want to douse this. When I was trying to do this on a piece of paper, I think I had too much on it, and I hope I don't have too much on it now. So we'll see what happens. So what I was trying to do was just like circles, like this maybe. And I can see that I still have a little bit too much. Maybe too much water on here, I don't know. Just gonna rub this way, and that way, and smooth that out a little bit. Sometimes I use my Prismas to do backgrounds, but using the Prismas to do a background really burns down your pencil, so I don't necessarily like to do that all that much. Like I say, I'm not that great with backgrounds, but we're going to see how this turns out today. Maybe it will turn out better than planned. I do like the green mixed in with it. I do need a little bit more water, I think. And I think what I'm gonna do is mash some of this water out onto a different piece of paper. Get more of the gelato on there. Just kind of come down this way. Yeah, I have a little bit too much water on it. Maybe that'll help me to spread some of this, but it looks like it's eating into my paper. So I'm gonna have to do some brushing off of this, I think. I may have a little bit too much at the top here. If any of you have a better way of doing this, just let me know in the comments. I've been trying to work on backgrounds for quite a while now, and like I say, I have just not been good with that. I guess we all have our talents, things that maybe we have to learn a little bit along the way. So I need a little bit more water. And what I would highly suggest, because you see I have too much water on this one side, so I'd highly suggest before you try to put anything down, making sure you kind of mash that water so that you don't have too much water in there, like I have on that left side. It's not turning out too bad. You have to practice sometimes before you get good at something. Like I said, I'm always open for suggestions here in the comments. Maybe you could, some of you who are better at this than I am, maybe you can help me out a little bit here. I think I do kind of like this technique though better than what I've been using in the past. I didn't get enough color on that one. I'm actually liking the way that it's looking. also kind of like the way I'm getting that little glow around everything. Leaving that little white in there a little bit. If if you don't like that, you could probably take a smaller brush and get up in those little crevices, but I mean, I'm just not minding the way that looks. And I do like this green a little bit better than I thought. I almost went with blue. And then I almost went with pink. I changed my mind on that too, and I do like the green. I've got a piece of paper that I'm mashing this on, an extra piece of cardstock. Remember, I print these on cardstock. These are actually from Mary E. Made on Etsy. Gosh, I went in there and just bought, how many did I buy? I think I bought 30 prints. 30 different prints on there this morning. I just love her site. And if you buy with her the first time, then the second time, you get everything 50% off, which is what I did this morning. I had already bought from her. I got on there and realized that I was getting 50% off. And I wound up buying, I didn't go on there to spend quite that much, but I wound up buying 30 prints. And this is far from perfect, but hey, I'm liking the way it looks. And when it dries, I'll get some of that flaking, that little bit of flaking off. Yeah, turning out really, really good. I love green. When I was growing up, green was actually my favorite color. It has changed to pink. I don't know why, but it did. But I still love green, even though it's not my favorite color anymore. It's like, see, I've got too much there. And I may be able to work that out later. I don't know. We'll see. I'll know next time not to put quite that much water on it. And I might be able to do something to help me blend that in a little better. I don't want to add too much more water to it. I mean, a little water on your paper is okay, but if you add too much, it's going to buckle. See this part kind of peeling up, so I'll have to brush that off when it dries. It's still, I think, frameable for a friend or here. I think it looks dreamy. And get some green down in there. Yeah. You see, I'm just touching my wand here to the gelato pen. I guess I showed you that. I'm just like rubbing it like that. I don't know if you hear that music in the background, but sometimes I have my neighbors giving me the joy of music at all different times of the day. I just try to ignore it a little bit. Hey, music is joy, right? Of course, when it's like that, all I hear is the beat. I don't actually hear the music. But whatever brings people joy, we should let them have that. All right, so this is what I have. This is the first time I've used gelatos and water, but I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. I need to work on the technique a little bit too much water in here. I'm gonna wait for it to dry and then kind of brush those flakes off. And then I think this rose is a go. And like I said, I got this from Mary E. Made and went on there and bought 30 more copies of different things today. And I hope you check her out because she works really hard on her page to make sure that people have original art, and I just love buying her things. So once again, thank you and have a blessed day. Take care. Bye-bye.